Ahem, ahem, ahem. Good evening, good evening. Hey, hey. Ahahong. Good evening. Good evening. Arubaito Araya. Arubaito. Good evening, good evening. Can everyone hear me? Good evening. Ah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the chill art stream for tonight for episode 6 of the test stream series for Arubaito Araya. Once again, I am Araya Rosei. Sorry, the mustache is really distracting. Keeps on following me wherever I go. Get away! It's part of me now. So, mustache will be part of our stream for the whole evening. Again, my name is Araya Rosei. I am the owner of Arubaito Araya. It's a place where everyone working, overworked or not, can find some solace, find some relaxation. You know, and I'm your friendly neighborhood. I'm your friendly neighborhood part-time everything. Part-time exorcist, part-time monster hunter, part-time agent, part-time painter, part-time everything. Araya Rosei. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Hey, hey, hello Ray Summers. Hey, yo, let's go art stream. Yes, we're gonna do some art tonight. Hopefully, we're gonna get pretty far. Hopefully, we're gonna get pretty far. Hello, Michelle. Good evening, everyone. Arubaito. I'm having a sip of wine on my side here, and we're gonna get right to it. So tonight, what are we gonna do tonight, right? And it's medyo madilim, no? Hang on, let me turn on the lights. Dilim. Okay, let me just find the switch. There. Okay. I hope you can see me now, guys. So tonight we're gonna be doing an Arknights-style splash art stream. What the hell does that mean? Well, for one, Arknights is one of my favorite games. It has some very, very interesting lore, very, very good art, and awesome banger music. So we're gonna get right to it. We're gonna be doing a little study on some of the what we're gonna be working on is gonna be like a splash art for some of the characters in the game, but I'm gonna be doing that for my model. So what we're gonna do here, we're going to adapt what we'll learn from the examples, and then applying that to whatever we're gonna be making tonight. All right. So let's check it out and have a breakdown on what it looks like. And just lower down the music a bit. And let me turn on the lights again because I changed the thing. There. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing tonight would be a little different from what I'm used to when it comes to making illustrations and making models and well, pretty much the whole thing that I do on the sideline here. So let me open up my art notes. Okay, so we're gonna be doing the first part of the program will be a little bit of study, right? I'm gonna be presenting 3 different models, some of my favorites from the games, from the game. They're not my top 3, but they're definitely in the top 20 of Elite 2 arts in the game. So in Arknights, basically, you have characters or in the game called operators. Operators, when you level them up and you add materials and basically in Fate Grand Order terms, ascend them. In this case, promoting them in Arknights to Elite 2 operators, you unlock a special either skin or art for that character. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna be examining some of my favorite character arts in the game. So let's open it. Oh well, before that, we're gonna be dividing the study into 3 parts. We're gonna break down their composition, their shape, and the elements that are present in the work. So let's remember that: composition, shape, elements. Okay, Exhibit A. This is personally one of my favorites. It's definitely in my top 5. This is Saga. So as you can see, her E2 art is in the form of a semicircle, right? And you can adjust this in the game. So you can, if you want to get a little closer or not. But let's have a closer look. Now that we know, so again, I'll put back the notes on the screen. Okay, so again, composition. Composition here, as you can see, is circular, but there's a flow. I'm not sure if you can see my thingy on the screen, my mouse. But if you take a closer look at how she swings that blade, so they divided to show motion in the to show her motion as a character here, because she's a vanguard, she's a traveling warrior monk. Well, it's like me, except minus the warrior part. You can see the flow of motion of the blade from the left hand side to the right hand side. There's a flow, and you can see that there are three motions at play in the piece. I don't plan on doing something like this. It is very beautiful. So 3 sets of motions: winding up, getting that blade down, and then positioning herself lower. And that forms like a circular slash from the top to the bottom. All right, because she symbolizes a bit of Zen in her motion. She's a monk from the mountains who's traveling the world and learning that the world of Terra is such a big place. So she's learning a lot of things as she travels, and then she joins your crew, Rhodes Island, in the story. All right, so that's one. That's the first part. Let's talk about the shape. So we got the shape. I think I already touched on that along with the composition, which is going to be like a circular composition, where she is her head ends up in the very middle of the piece. So you have your focal point, right? So your focal is like a triangle from her head, and then to the tip of her blade, and then the end of that shadow. Next, the elements. So as I mentioned earlier, the elements combined makes up a triangle. Notice the 3 heads. that forms a triangle in the middle of that big void of a circle. That's very good composition right there. So you have a tri. I'm not sure what they call it. I don't know what they call it. It's it's like a triangle in the middle, and then you have the I think this is a representation of Bishamonten, who is a Buddhist god of war, right? There's like a Buddhist god of war, and he specializes in fighting, and it doesn't overshadow the three figures that are in the front and center. So that's good. It's very good composition that doesn't overpower the focal of the work. Next, we're gonna up the ante a bit. Again, composition, shape, elements. Let's take a look at exhibit number 2. All right. So we have here Lapland. This is her purchasable skin from the shop. I don't personally have it, but you gotta admit that is very, very sexy. You know what? Before we get to Lapland, let's have a closer look at Saga, shall we? Oh, sorry. Okay, there we go. Let's have a closer look. Ah, where am I? Where am I? There. Huh. Let's move these to the back. Where am I? Where am I? There we go. Okay. So looking at this, as you can see, it's quite detailed if you get closer. Not sure how far I can go without. There we go. As you can see, most of the details get lost in the two motions above her, right? So the lightest one on the very back is the first motion, second motion, third motion is her in the bottom. She has the most details, as you can see. The details get saturated and basically almost removed on the other two because they're like after images of the action, right? And then even the flow of the leaves from here up to the top, to the right, and then to the center forms what do you call it? Was it a Pythagorean circle? I forgot what it's called. But it's a very powerful form of composition, like the one with the snail shell. I need to do some googling. Give me 1 minute here. Composition that looks like a snail shell. Art compositions. Golden ratio. There we go. Thank you, Eunice. Oh, you saved my ass. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Oh my god. See, I'm not an art teacher, as you can see. Thank you for saving my ass, Eunice. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining the stream, and thank you for saving my ass once more. We have that Exhibit A, that's Saga, and then Exhibit B, we have Lapland. This is her skin. So as you can see, there's a sort of I'm not sure if I can draw over. Can I draw over here? No, I don't think I can. Anyway, so we have Lapland. As you can see on her composition here, it's gonna be like an overlap of the triangle with her in the center, pointing down. So this is a lot different from the first one. This is more angular. Even the where the knees bend of these two sculptures on the left and the right, they form a sort of diamond overall outline. Now, clearly, the change, the focal of the piece, definitely you can see it's her, because there's a stark difference of contrast. I mean, of saturation between the background and her. Simple, very effective. If we take a close up, as you can see, the details, or putting focus on the subject, mostly happens on the upper torso, from the torso to the face and the hands. That's where they want your attention on. But if you go lower, you can see that most of the details get lost. Not so much details here, as you can see on the legs, on the hem of the of her coat. Not so much. And then if you take a closer look at the angels, not so much on the detailing there. You can tell what it is with the lines, but it's a little more sketchy, as you can see. Sketchy, sketchy. They didn't even focus too much on the values, and by values I mean where are the light parts, where are the darker parts of the piece, where the lighting bounces, and then a little brighter and less saturation on the very back. If you go even a little more close, even a little closer, that's also sketchy. Almost like a pencil-ish sketch there. All right. So composition, a little on the diamond-esque shape, and then for the shape language, it's a little more angular overall. And then for the elements, they focused more on white for everything else, or dirty whites on the sides, and getting darker as you go to the center. And that tells a lot from her character, because she's you can say she's a feral, almost conniving and calculating character in Arknights. Just from the difference of values alone. And don't worry, she's not a villain. If you haven't played Arknights, please do. This stream is not sponsored by Arknights. I wish it was, but it's not. One day, maybe one day. All right, next and last, definitely not the least. One of the latest characters that I got, and I immediately promoted her to Elite 2 as soon as I got her. Jen? Okay. This is Irene. She just came in during the current event ongoing, which is Stultifera Navis. She's a guard, and she's a member of the Inquisition. Now, Iberia or Iberia is a dark and not dark, but it's a very gloomy place. It used to be a very powerful naval nation, but was struck by a catastrophe, and they've been going downhill ever since. And what's taken control of the whole country of Iberia is the Inquisition, the Iberian Inquisition, which is separate from the sort of Catholic Church in Terra. They kind of distance themselves and have their own set of rules. They're very militaristic in their approach with their subjects and the people of Iberia, all in all. And they have this really, really deep prejudice of another nation, which is Agar. So, Irene is a very hopeful protege of the High Inquisitor of Iberia, and she, compared to her predecessors, she sees the good in people, and she has a very deep love of the people. So you can see that even if the background, well, let's go one by one on the element on our list. So first off is composition. As you can see, it's almost similar to the second one with Lapland. This is more what do you call it? This not cylindrical, but more of a long box shape of a composition with her in the center. Now, what separates her from the background are the colors. So, as I mentioned, Iberia is a very it's a very gloomy place. So lots of non-saturated elements in the background there. It's a very gray place, yeah. So, as you can see, what separates her, you can see her outline with her white hair and her white clothes and her white stockings and her shoes. It separates her from the gray of the background. So this is a play on values. And even the blacks of her so this is playing on two ends of the value spectrum, right? So you have the very white color of her hair, which gets some bouncing of light from the sun, from the sky in this case, and her clothes too, and her stockings. But the dark of her clothes still separate the silhouette from the background. So the background is a dull gray. a dull gray from you can say like from 20% gray up to 50% gray. Now let's take a closer look. Let's talk about shape. Now hers is a curious case because there's a little play on perspective here because you're from how it's how the composition was done. It's like you're looking up to her. She's standing on top of these poles, and then you're looking up the sky, and she's there. So not a lot of sharp shapes here. The brutalist, the brutal shapes that you can really see in here are the poles. Hard textures, solid and straight. Don't worry about the chains. They are part of what keeps symmetry in the piece, and I'm glad they put that there nonetheless. And then if you go up to her, there's a little play on the softness of the lines from her hair, and then the contrast here is the straightness of the blade. If you go a little closer, you can see that there's more. The chains is almost the same lines as the waves. You're very. That's very true. As you can see, the composition of the waves and the chains, they almost meld together. And then when it comes to putting a focus on the piece, it's more on putting the details where it matters. Right here on the very center, from her face to the contents of her belt and the sword. And then going up, the elements that comprise the sky above her, the gray clouds, they removed a lot of it from here. Even the rain sort of actually pours out of that diamond shape of the composition, of the overall composition. That's an interesting that's an interesting play on elements. So there will be an attempt tonight. I'm not sure how far I can go with this, but I've been watching a few art streams from, who was it? Mogun, and then I managed to catch one video of Liduk, Liduke, who's the artist for a couple characters from Arknights. There's Helger, there's Schwartz, there's W, and one more. I forgot who it was, but four characters. So I'm gonna be attempting this on Clip Studio Paint. I'm gonna be using Clip Studio Paint. I'm using, which version is this? How do I check the version? Okay. Anyway, that's fine. All right. Let's just close this. Close art notes, and then let's talk about while I'm firing up Flip Studio Paint. Let me just prepare an illustration. I think an A4 canvas is already enough for this. Okay, I always go with a gray canvas. Now, usually what I do, before I talk about what I usually do when making art stuff, we'll talk about that later. But usually what I, but usually, well, this is what we're gonna be attempting to make in this succession, which I'm not all used to at all. So we have so first step is preparing our composition. I get told time and again that Araya, composition first. Composition first. Don't put the head yet. No. Composition first. And then you worry about the silhouette, the shape of the character. If it's pitch dark and it's their shape is the only thing you can see, they have to be recognizable. And then step 3, we deal with the sketch. Once we have that silhouette in, we'll deal with the sketch. We put the pieces of the clothes and all that, and then part 4 will deal with the background and foreground foreground if applicable, and their texture. And then part 5, we're going to be doing values. We're going to be assigning the light parts. We're going to be assigning the dark parts, where the shadows fall, where the shadows go, and then only then we'll be assigning or putting in the base colors, which is going to be a lot easier, I feel like. And then we'll deal with the lighting again after that, and then we merge everything. I'm very, very scared of this part because I always hate and I think this is my ADHD bugging me, right? Whenever I start to draw something and I make a mistake, I fix that mistake right away. Even if I know that as I do the work and follow the rules and follow the steps and go through the process, I'm still gonna be doing some cleaning up later anyway. So I will try, and there will be an attempt of not falling for that. And then lastly, we refine. Now, I'm not sure if we can finish all of this in one sitting, but there will be an attempt. That's hashtag there will be an attempt. Okay, so let's begin. Model's gonna be for now me. Next time I'm planning on doing some fan art streams finally. But I'm told time and again that I have to do my own stuff first. So let's get to it. This mustache keeps following me. Okay. I wanna show which brush I'm using. So let me just fix the thingy. Oops. There we go. Why do I keep pressing that? Come on, seriously. Work with me here. Hmm, weird. Oh, I locked it. Oh, I'm stupid. There. I'm not sure if I can. You can see everything. Okay, so we'll do that. There. Now I can lock it. All right. So planning first, right? Composition first. How are we gonna do this? Let's find an angular brush. You know what? Let's do mapping pen. Okay. Let's fix this. Oops. Ganyan yan. Should be doing that. Okay. All right. So composition. Okay. So we can formalize this. You know what? Let's put it in there. Composition. How do we want it to look like? In this case, it's better if you use pencil. Are we gonna do like a triangle? You know what? The Irene art really got to me. There are many different for newcomers. There are many ways you can go through the composition. Well, there are many ways you can go about it. Um, no, not that kind of perspective. I'm not going to go to like above you. This is usually the longest part because this makes use of like 90% of your brain matter. Hmm. You can do that, or let's check a couple of. I want there to be a flow in it because you take a look at my clothes. There's a lot of flow you can work on. Got the sleeves. You got the long two parts of my obi. And then you have my hair too. So we'll make use of those parts so we have a little bit of flow, sort of, in the work. All right, going back. We have the we have that kind of perspective. That's only the perspective. We haven't thought about the composition yet. Should we try and attempt? Should we try and attempt a golden ratio on this? Not sure if I can pull that off, but let's see. Okay, let's just put a different layer for the composition. Could be a combination of different compositions. That's very true. Merging is a commitment. If you merge it, well, I'm kind of a chicken. I do chicken merging, where I duplicate the the layers first before I merge them. But in the end, I don't. I just work on the merged piece and never look back on the separated layers anyway. So it's like playing merging chicken. Let's use this. Okay, let's use. Okay. How's it supposed to go again? Golden ratio. Okay, let's start from here. It's supposed to touch here. Okay. No erasing. I have to keep reminding myself, no erasing for now. Let it be messy. It's supposed to be the halfway point. Or this. Right? Then go here. Right? No, no. It's supposed to be here. Okay. And then further divide it into like a third almost. Okay. There. So it's supposed to go to look like this. How is it here? I don't know. It's supposed to be here. Sorry. So there. Ooh, messy. Messy, messy. But that's fine. That's fine. So it's a weird place, right? Should we flip it? You know what, let's flip it. Let's see if we'll have a better focal point that way. Or it doesn't have to be for the whole. It doesn't have to be for the whole thing, right? You can do it like this. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You can even do this. Okay, I think that's manageable if we do it like this. I still don't know what I'm gonna put there though. You can put the head here. Or, you know what? Let's do this. Like this. Am I gonna put his head here? Not even sure if I'm doing this right anymore. I don't know. Okay, we'll put his head here. And the flow will be like that. Almost like that. There will be an attempt. Alright. What else can we do? Composition wise. Let's do the triangle. So we can have his head here. I want there to be like a lamp or an element here that we're gonna be highlighting, and then another here, like his hand or something. So it makes like a focal triangle there. Okay. I'm just deciding all of this on the fly. Okay, we'll lower the opacity to 50, 66, and then okay, let's decide the silhouette, right? Okay, I think we can use a mapping plan for this. I'll just use a pale so head goes here. It's a pale gray. Okay, so just imagine it's head here. Oops. No, don't control V. Don't control V. Should he be looking up? No, that destroys the purpose. Okay, hair goes like this. Okay. Hair goes like this. Okay. Okay. Hair goes like this. And then the body. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Okay, and then this part of the clothes. Now, usually when I do things like this, let's open up the thing. I go first with number 3, sketch. I go straight to the sketch, and that makes the whole process longer because I still don't know what I wanted to draw. In this case, we're gonna be foregoing that in the beginning, so we have like a plan on how we're gonna be doing this. This is one of my problems mostly. I start with a sketch first, and then I go straight to base colors right after the sketch. So I like sketch and then go straight to um, line art right away, and then I go straight to base colors, and then I go straight to values before I worry about the texture. So it all looks flat right there in the beginning, and then only then do I merge everything before I start putting in shadows. Here we're gonna be preparing the values right off the bat. I mean, right in the middle. After we deal with the overall shape of the thing. Still one of my biggest fears that I need to deal with. Hello, Soup. How's it going? Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for joining the stream. So imagine drawing a shadow, right? So you don't care about the shadow space. Don't care about that. You only care about the shape and the silhouette that it makes. So we're gonna have to make it a little smaller because we're dealing with perspective here. Um, remember this. Oh, I need to close there. Remember this. there's a little bit of perspective work there. Okay. I rescaled the thing. Let's deal with where we want his arms to be. Want it to be like this. Long arms. And it's going to be holding something here. Be holding. Now, to achieve this kind of flow of motion on his clothes, his body has to be in the middle of moving. Okay. Well, my body has to be in the middle of moving. Right? Imagine the model is facing you. Okay. So that's the sleeve. This is going to be the right hand. His right hand. Head. We want so what kind of motion gives us this? It's an awkward pose, I suppose. Now that I think about it, it is an awkward pose. Or, so it's not so awkward. You can make it the other way around. I swear I had a plan for this earlier. And we'll forego that somehow. In this, sorry, but that's not gonna work out. So it's gonna be flipped. This composition thing. This will be flipped. I still don't know how it's gonna look like. But let's not worry about that for now. Let's find a place for everything. Whether it's in the middle of motion or not. And then let's decide if it provides us the composition we want. It looks so awkward, no? Oops. Oops, what did I do? Okay. So some of his hair will be flowing this way. This can be like either a lantern. I don't want it to be a lantern. I think we'll have an easier time that way. Lantern here. Actually, pinamili lang yan. Pinamiling grocery. Now, the hakama seems like a very useful crutch when it comes to Oh shit, you're right. Perspective. Fuck. And so we have this going on. Okay, let's decide here. Then eat and go here. Hello, Irvin. Don't mind if I drop by while working. Hello, hello. Good to have you, buddy. Hmm. Now, clearly, it's not following the perspective we got. So we'll just make adjustments. But in the end, it's just a silhouette, right? But it's not mobile enough. Okay, so let's find something a little more mobile. Could be in the middle of a jump. That might work. Okay, we'll lower that opacity. Okay, so instead of this, we got a body that's in the middle of flight. Not flight. Maybe a bit like this, right? Knee up to this. Perspective wise, it's gonna look like this. Look like that. Like landing. Oh, it's with a mustache. It's my art stream. It's my art stream. Look at my mustache. Okay. So this way we have a little bit of oops. We have a little bit of reason why there's gonna be a little bit of flow. Parang ano lang sa The Matrix. Whoa! Here we have a sort of flow, they can follow like this. Now, if we put the elements of the character we're given, you will have a silhouette that kind of looks like this. Okay, got the hair elements here, got the clothes elements here, got a bit of the beads. Okay. And here's the hakama. It's big, so it kind of looks like this. Like an eagle swooping down on prey. And then we actually have reason for the hair to have this kind of motion. Goes up. Okay, then Sugeta. Very blocky. There's that. That's one option. In situations like this, it's usually better if you have a couple options para hindi mo sisisiin sarili mo if you finish it and then you look at it and then you're not happy about it. A little richer on the perspective now on this one. You want to do a full body kasi. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a bit. I'm gonna take a little break, if you don't mind. It's been an hour. I'm just gonna take a quick break and get some water, hydrate, and then we'll continue. All right, I'll see you in about 2 minutes, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna leave it right here. Ah. Okay. Going back. Oh wow. Hello, Urban. Oh, what's with the mustache? I have a proposition to contact. Alright, I'll type while you get some water. What if I sponsor you and Oh, who's Alfie? Ah, a race to get all endings. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but definitely we can do like a collab for that. That's gonna be awesome. But I haven't played it yet. Has he played it yet? Because if he hasn't played it yet, I think that makes it fair. Don't you think? That's gonna be fun. Mortuary assistant speedrun competition. Get all endings. And a lot better if we both have not. Oh, he hasn't played it yet? Oh, good. Okay. I think I'm game. But let's hash out the details maybe after this stream. That's gonna be fun. I was also thinking of doing a co-op game of GTFO with some fellow friends and some VTubers. Maybe we can do that. That I'm very excited about. You know, while I was in the bathroom, I was thinking of a couple of options for this piece. So I had an epiphany. Let me lower the opacity for this one. Okay, so in this third one, the position's gonna be like this, mid-air. Okay, so we got the head, right? And I just want to position this skull first. Looking forward's better. Looking forward to things, you know? Okay, and then in mid-air. But we're going to be trying to catch something. Okay, let's get the stick figure first. I was thinking something like this. Arm in here, so that we have a flow. I don't think our canvas can accommodate that much space. Okay. Flow. Be something like this. Spine's gonna be curving this way. So accounting for that. So there's a lot of signs going on. Okay, we got this. You can do this. The leg. This is a little more tucked in. This is a little closer to the camera, this part. Kind of looks like he's riding a motorcycle. So we'll see. Okay, fill in. Fill in. Here. A little two-dimensional, don't you think? Add. Yeah, that looks two-dimensional. You know what? How about I'm gonna open my Arknights. Get some inspiration going. We clearly did not plan for this, didn't we? We have two options. This or this. This is a little mid, don't you think? Oh, what am I trying to draw? I'm gonna be drawing me, but in like an Arknights style composition. I'm looking for something like I'm looking for a good composition and a good model I could parrot. Yeah, I'm just opening up my operators list. So imagine me, but like in an E2 art. Now I have another one in mind. Okay, so head here, right? Arm extended. Here. Arm extended here. Okay. And I'm holding something. Like bus. I could be holding like a Kaguramiko for this. So that we have a flow like this. Yep. So we can either we have a flow that goes like this, or a flow that goes like this. Ah, that's okay. That's okay, buddy. No worries. I really appreciate dropping by. Now that I realize, you know, my hair kind of looks like a dick head. Okay, so we got okay, we got the hair going here. All right. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll decide where the Okay, so I'm facing this way, right? Facing this way. So my spine should face like this. All right. Okay, I think we're onto something here. Alright, we're on to something, boys. Okay, so it's gonna look like this for now. So I'm still thinking if I'm gonna be doing a flow of the thing like this. Like he just swung the Kaguramiko. You know the bells that Shrine Maidens ring. Okay, here's the LB. Air is flowing that way, so it's okay if my robes flow this way. Oh, we gotta foreshorten. We gotta foreshorten, chat. Okay, foreshortening it. Okay. Ah, that's better. Just gotta fix the. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Just gonna fill this out anyway. Yeah. Okay, I think we're getting something here, boys. Now, where do we put... do we T-pose for... Walang himala! Nasa taong himala! No. So weird. But we get the idea. You know what? I'm thinking something like... Just holding a pipe, I guess. No. See, I should have planned this. I should have planned this. Let me think of something. Any suggestions, guys? Either T-pose or itak ala Andres Bonifacio. Oh, that's an option. Okay, let's go with this. Anyway, he's holding something there. Alright. Second take. Anyway, we'll fix that. So it's gonna look like this. As for the foreground and background elements, I want it to be, of course, a tori. So we're gonna be using a darker shade, following the line here. Ito, parating na tayo sa fun part. Parating na tayo sa good part. And you want some na hindi siya buo, like this. Like lumulutang siya. Like it says the shrine that is Arubaito Araya is wherever I am. Branding, bitches. Branding, bitches. You know, wherever there's an overworked guy somewhere, that's where Arubaito Araya is. I'm gonna remove this, even this. I'm gonna just, yan, natin opacity muna, focus natin. This should be a little like that. It's not enough konti. This one. Analysis of shape. Tapos, we want the bits to be... Do the race them a little more. So mukha naman siyang, it's supposed to be like a few yards away from him. Okay. laboratory. It's gonna go like this. Okay, we'll clean it up later, don't worry. However long this may be. But don't worry, if we can't finish the thing tonight, it's fine. We can continue at a later date. Like, we just need to get the foundations going. Para makatulog tayong lahat. Para makatulog tayong lahat mamayang gabi. Para makatulog tayong lahat ng mahimbing. And then this, I can just put here, I guess. Like tuntungan. I think that should be good. It doesn't have to be like moving all the time. It doesn't have to be in motion all the time. Although yung kay I really like yung flow ng, for example, kay Lee, tsaka kay Saga. I really like the design. They really thought about this. It's very inspired. Thank you. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna get rid of the other layers na rejected natin. Now we can put in some. That's our next step. I don't wanna botch the steps. Okay, so we got the composition down. We got silhouette. The question is, do we have a flow going here? So we do have a triangle going on. Okay, so we do have a triangle going on here. And so, yeah. We have here. This creates a triangle, sort of. This creates a triangle here, and so let's hope this is gonna be enough. Okay. Anyway, we got. Next, let's try and build that sketch. Now these two, I'm gonna try and lower their. I'm just gonna raise the luminosity a bit. Go then. We have space for this. Okay, we'll bring out our pencil. Hopefully we're gonna use mechanical pencil. Nope, no. Okay. Kailangan zoomed out. I kept getting reminded. Zoom out. Sketch. That's gonna be here. How big is it? Alright, coming closer. Is it it? Do we have him facing this way? We have him facing this way, or do we want it? What do you plan for your flow? This is a little static for me. If we think about it, it's a little static, a little safe. So this is gonna be a little closer to Irene's composition. But you're right, we are lacking flow here. The other option I had in mind, still something like this. I'm just gonna duplicate this layer. Delete this. And I'll explain this later, why I chose this as another option. And I think this will speak a little more in character. Okay, well, let's try this. Now the question is if this will. Or do we flip it? I think we can flip it. There. There. And so later, there's some motion here. Not really motion. put an action here in this part that will make this, give this a little more sense. Okay, sketching time. Okay, let's start with some dark blue. Oh, that's a little too light. Okay. It's a sketch anyway. You can just refine it later. Okay, so head goes here. I hate it when I don't start with the essentials. So we can do facing this away. So for the flow, it looks more what do you call it? Diamondish, but there's still perspective going on. A little extended lang. So. Alright. So bad at drawing circles. So basically it's going to be sort of looking down, right? Like this. Okay, and it goes this way. Okay, you know what? Let's just worry about that later. Get the overall body. And perspective, right? Kahit ang tanda ko na nagkakamali pa rin ako dito normally. Still gotta learn anatomy, even if you're old. A lot of people skip this part. Okay, that. Hindi naman kita itong part nito. So, very stiff though. Pero the flow of the hakama compensates for the stiffness of the body, I guess. Kind of like that shot from Batman the Animated Series. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Please close up here. This is the first time I'm actually doing this live. Aside from last time, I think that doesn't count because I was doing commission work on the side, but like personal work like this, I rarely do it. Okay, got the arm going on here. Give it. Closer a bit. Hehe. Ako pumatay dun sa isang character in that one episode of Detective Conan. Ako nga, detective ang pumatay. Paano mo nalaman, bata? I'll just make this a little bigger. There. Mga parts lang na. Alright, this part. We have him holding a gun. Gun. Oh no. There. RIP, I can't draw. I can't draw hands. Actually, that's gonna be an interesting bet then. If we're gonna be doing, if I'm gonna be like doing another horror stream. Okay, let's say arm to this point. Okay, gun is up to this point. The robe will still trace this way. Sorry, this way pala. But it still makes sense. Okay. Finally. And this hand. Holding a pipe. Like what I'm doing here. Here. Okay. I'll worry about the other hand later. I should be doing hand exercises. Ah! But there, we have our initial sketch. Let's proceed with some detailing. Okay, mechanical pencil, you're up. How should I look like? Either that, or we can just have him holding like a staff or something. Yeah, we can do that. In it. Oh, that's fine. It's a long staff. And this is more on theme, I guess. Okay. Yeah. All right. I can forgive myself now. Okay, we're about the details later. For now, let's get these shapes going. Just need to place everything. Needs to be placed. Worry about the other stuff later. Okay, here, it's fine. Fine, don't fuzz, don't fuzz. No fuzzing. Okay, just put everything there. Don't worry if you get it wrong. We will make it right. Also, I've been watching, I started watching the new arc of Bleach, and the animation, delicious. Now, I already know what's gonna happen. I read the entirety of the manga, so I will not spoil anything, but it's gonna be a wild ride. Iniyok pa. Ang bibinata na ang lolo nyo. It's gonna be a wild ride, folks. Okay, get that going. I forgot my hairstyle. Get it together, man. Get it together. There. What the hell? You're forgetting your hairstyle? What kind of a papa are you? What kind of a mama are you? Alright. Sexy lock of hair going here. Yeah, baby. Woo! Sexy! Alright. I'm gonna have fun doing this. You know what's funny? It's so I made this character back in like what, March? And then I did the rigging back in June. Was it June or was it? I think it was in June. Before my work contract ended. Before my current job. So I was kind of rushing this because I wanted to. This is just between us, chat. This is just between us. I did an audition for, let's say, a particular VTubing agency. I'm kind of glad that I didn't get in, because now that I'm actually doing streaming like this, it really puts things into perspective. Like, while being in a VTubing agency does have its clear, and they are very clear perks, I still understand why, even if you have all the help you can get, it's still hard to sort of condition yourself in this kind of work, because this is a kind of work that I have been planning for a long time to get into. Not gonna lie. But it's really challenging. And if you don't have any experience and you get thrust in that kind of environment where you have to entertain people and you don't have any experience in doing so yet, that will definitely put a toll on you. One of these days, maybe not one of these days, but sometime in the future, I will share that. You know what, chat? I'm gonna say it right here. If we get, all right, so thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. You have a nice evening. Bye, Soup. I'm gonna say it right here, chat. If we reach, once this channel gets monetized, and I want this on record. Once this channel gets monetized, I will share that clip. that very embarrassing audition clip. I think you're gonna have a field day. Ingat Soup. Salamat Sabaw. Soup, by the way, made my she made the logo that you're seeing for me, and she also did the stream layout, which I'll be sharing during the in the next couple days as well. So please look forward to that. Let me just adjust this so it's on multiply. Okay, it's easier to see. Ooh, I think pahaba ko yung hair, but that's fine. This is sketch. Fix that later. Okay, sketch. Forgetting I have a block of hair going this way. Okay. Ooh, looking sexy, my boy. And we still haven't saved it, because I'm an idiot. Okay, we'll just name it Araya Illustration. What drawing process takes you the longest? The planning. The planning takes the longest because there's always something I'm not gonna be happy about. But once the whole thing starts to take form and the parts start to get together, that's when I start having fun. The earlier part where we were doing the character silhouette and all that, I was definitely not having fun there. But what takes the longest, that's gotta be... At one point, it was putting in all the colors. Like, getting all the base colors in. Because I had a very convoluted way of coloring before. But now that I know better, I think that is not that's not gonna take the longest anymore. I think it's gotta be the compositioning like this, and the blocking. That's gonna take the longest in my case now. And imagining where. And the anatomy, because I really suck at anatomy. Just the initial parts, getting things where they should be, takes me a heck of a lot of time. And getting the blocking of the parts correct really gets to me. I know, right? Hooray for Smart Bucket. Pinapadali ang ating buhay forever and ever. Okay, and remember, folks, if you're drawing kimonos, unless they're dead, the right side always... I'm sorry, your left. If you're wearing a kimono, your left always has to be over the right side. Unless you're dead. I think that was the thing. I just noticed that in Bleach too. So Shinigamis, they have the it's right over left, not left over right. So the correct one, if you're alive, chat, as long as you're alive, left over right. Oh shit, man's got beef. Boys got beef. Alright. Sorry, why am I gushing about myself? That's a weird thing to do. Sorry, I'm gonna have to consult my... anyway, we'll just consult that later. Okay, we have this over here. This over here. Extend these. Okay, we'll extend. And then I I forgot what they call it in Buddhist monks, but we have what we call. Sorry, I'm gonna have to open up a file real quick. For priests in the Catholic faith, it's called a habit. For Buddhist monks, something else. Just open up my Live 2D PSD because I label everything when I make models. Dun, dun, dun. Let's find it. Over here. It's in the torso. Hangesa. There we go. Hangesa. It's that red part. The red part under the beads. That's called the hangesa. Now the consulting this. These are kind of big. That's fine. That's fine if they're kind of big. We can just adjust them. Oops. There. They should only fall up to my collarbone. Okay, YouTube. It's better if we spot these early, spot these late, and then we're gonna be making corrections at the most inopportune of times, and I don't like it like that. Okay, right, circular. Okay, this is collarbone. Okay. All right. Feel better. I feel better now. Okay, hangesa was here. Alright, and we're gonna have to draw the beads later. But that's easy. That's easy. I guess I want it to be a little floaty a bit. Always consult the source material. Okay, I put a little raised like this. So it fills in some gaps as well. Some blocking gaps. Okay, they're a little too far apart, but that's fine. Now, the design of my hangesa. Usually, monks have hangesas that drape this way. Others have, just like in my model, have these strings that connect the two together so they don't drift apart. And then mine has like a fur ball, like a ball of fur that connects the two. or it's like on top of where the knot is. Just that where that knot is connects 4 loops of strings where 4 magatama beads are connected. So as you can see, it's a combination. So it's a combination of Shinto and Buddhist elements. Okay. Now we're not gonna be putting that much emphasis on details anyway. Once we start merging the things, I just want to get the blocking right first, and then we can worry about the rest later. We just need to get the blocking right. Okay, for example here, this is where the knot, this knot will sit. Is it high on the OB? Oh, it's in the middle. Okay. So this will be, let's say, this is the line of the OB. You want it to be here. So artists, when your family asks you to draw them something but they don't want to pay you, show them this. Oh, madali lang mag-drawing. No, it's not. I wish it was easy, but it's not. Ooh, baby, it's forming. It's forming. Okay, I wanted to. Now when we start cleaning the lines later, I want the silhouettes to be more rough and angular. So we're gonna be losing a lot of details now from this point on. We're gonna lose a lot of details from this point. I just noticed that my light is not even on. My tracking must be abysmal. Ah! So bright. So bright. Okay. That's better. As long as my tracking can see my face. Okay. So, this whole part here would be just hakama. And then on the very bottom circle here, that connects to this sort of design. This design, I got the inspiration from like a bow leaf, like a baobab tree. I can just adjust that later. And from here, so an extension of this is this. This is also a little bit of insight on my character design, if you've noticed. Okay, so there. Okay, so we got the body. Just want to make sure that the legs are also compliant. Now what? Let's get everything. And we're just gonna move them up a bit. So in case we need to make corrections on the body. Or the length of this, we have leg room. I feel like I may have. Okay, let's bring Irene back. You can see she still has the proportions of her body are not too aligned to the perspective. This is, let's say, this is her vanishing point, right? Oh, here's her vanishing point. It's not too effective. A little wide angle. Okay. Thank you, Irene. Now there's a slit on the hakama. At least on my design. There's a slit there. There's going to be a white hakama beneath. Okay, and this goes here. Sorry, the lines are going to be confusing at this point. I promise this will make sense. And there's a circle here, or like a gold thingy. Okay, I was clearing up the blocking. Now this, I forgot there's still another one. That wonderful BGM you're hearing was created for me by FGH. You can check out the description on the. I mean, you can check the description below for links for a link to his website. He's a fantastic music designer. Yep, he composes and he makes music for games and and now, good thing, he also makes music for VTubers too. So please consider giving him a visit. He's really cool, very nice, very easy to talk to. So if it's like your first time, and you want to have like a BGM made, he makes it so easy. Even an idiot like me, who knows nothing about getting something made, just give him a prompt that he can work on, and he'll make it happen. He's a cool guy. All right, we can diffuse the details from this part forward. That's fine. Now the leg. Okay. Okay, I'll decide later how I want this to look like. But so far we got the perspective good. We're on the right track here, folks. Now it's been decided that we're gonna go. Sorry, saving a while. Maybe because I got the big file open. Close tab. Don't save. Okay, save this real quick. Okay, I think it did that because the big file is on. Normally it doesn't do that. Unless it's really scared that it's gonna lose the whatever you're working on. Okay, looking good, buddy. Okay, we got that. Now I want this to be I can make this like him holding it. Okay, let's do a rough. Okay, thank you. Make it too thick. This is supposed to be like the staff that monks bring with them. I want it to be a combination of like the monk staff and a kaguramiko. You know the bells that Miko's ring. I want it to be like that. And then let's see. We have looking down on you with pity. Okay, that works, I think. Alright. You know, I wish I could draw as fast as... Lol, I just tell them I have commissions to do, sorry. Might take a while. True. It's easy for them to say, "The drawing naman." For friends that don't understand. There will always be like people, you know, people who are you're close to, but they will never understand. But if that happens, show them this video. Have them press the subscribe button too while you're at it. Have them press the subscribe button, because if we reach 1,000 subscribers, if we reach that goal, I will show that cursed audition tape. Actually, that's not for this model. I made another model back in March. Back in March, I made a different model, which is a lot cuter than this. Which is a lot cuter than the Araya Rosei you're seeing right now. So much pastel. But he has the voice of an old man. Oh god. The Vietnam flashbacks. Holy crap. I rushed that. I made the model. I didn't rig it, but I made like a PNG tuber out of it. But it's so detailed. I made it so detailed. Why did I do that? Because I'm an idiot. And then I made the audition tape. Because at the time I was like, oh, I really want to be part of this. I really want to be part of redacted. I really want to be part of this this VTubing agency. Yada yada yada. I still kind of want that, but at this point of my skill and my priorities, I don't know. There's so many things in conflict. Yeah, one arm done. Okay. One arm done, baby. Now the other one is easy. Just need this is a little more forgiving. You know, I was thinking of doing a stream where I'm gonna be playing horror. You know, that's my shtick. And then we're gonna do a scare counter where we're gonna be counting how many times I scream or shout or get surprised. But I mean, if I shout out of, you know, frustration, that's fine. But if I shout because I got scared, +1 on our scare counter. And at the end of all that, I'm gonna be drawing like X number of hands or feet based on the scare counter. Why are the hands so long and creepy? What the hell? Anyway, we're gonna we're gonna fix that, but not on this stream. What the hell is wrong with your hands, bro? Okay, anyway, that's fine. Okay, and then we got the design here. I still haven't thought about what kind of design we're gonna have there. That's fine. So, and then as we put the values for, I'm just gonna clean up some lines later on tonight. Oops, almost forgot. Holy crap. And then the beads, I'm gonna add the beads at some later time. And we will continue this perhaps next week. I want this to be like a working process. So far, we are looking good. I might ditch, if I feel like it, I might ditch the Genshin stream this weekend. I don't know. I still want to play though. Anyway, that's that. So what we got so far, class? I'm good now. Great. Thanks for watching, Eunice. Thank you for dropping by. Really appreciate it. Alright, class. We're going to adjourn tonight. So, what do we got? A whole lot of editing. Let me just open up our thing. Okay. So, what have we got tonight? What have we done? So we're doing this Arknights-style splash art, and definitely we have underestimated the monster. That is composition and planning. So we'll be battling it once again next week. I think we're past the storm, class. I think we're past the storm. We have the hardest part behind us. Now next week will be a little more fun, because that's when we're gonna be putting backgrounds, we're gonna be putting textures, we're gonna be putting values on the whole thing. We're gonna be doing the base colors, and then we're gonna merge everything, and then do some cleanup and refining. I think I'm gonna do the refining after that stream, and then I'm gonna be posting this. I feel like I should post this. I should make like a Pixab account for me. We'll see. Thank you again, everyone, for joining tonight. Before we close, let me just lower the volume and share what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week. And I'm very excited for this, because tomorrow, oh, sorry, this is the current state of the office right now, because we're still in our pre-debut arc, so a lot of things are still not here. We're still in the middle of renovating the office here in Arubaito Araya, so you'll have to excuse the mess. And here's the rest of our schedule for this week. Monday, I finished Araya. Did some sleep yesterday. Weird out. You know what? I was sleeping for like 12 hours almost. I've been sleeping in and out for I don't know why. I think it was so much fatigue. But good thing I recuperated tonight, and we were able to do this art stream because I was looking forward to this. Tomorrow though will be fun. We're gonna be playing an indie game. It's a psychological horror survival game, which is also kind of like a visual novel. So it's a mix of all this. It's called For Mother Matron. It's actually free on Steam. So if you guys want to play it, I really recommend it. I can see that a lot of love and passion and attention has been put into this project. So even if I haven't played the game yet, I'm already recommending it to everyone. If you have Steam, go ahead. Search for Mother Matron and play the game. It's so fun. It looks so fun. Friday, I'm gonna be sleeping for 24 hours, and then I'm gonna be waking up on Saturday, where we're gonna be doing a catch-up stream for Genshin Impact. So I'm already in Sumeru, and I'm gonna be playing some more. I don't think I'm gonna get Nahida anymore at this point. But I'm gonna be saving all my primos for Scaramuccio. Yeah, Angry Boy. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining tonight. Once again, this is your friendly neighborhood odd jobs Monktuber, Araya Rosei, and you all have a good night wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and always have a merry